Hi everyone, it's me Elizabeth Science, aka Fairy Woman. We are on day 26 of the Fairies Guide to Being Human Magical Companion video series. That's the book. It's day 13 in the book. And I'm just going to dive right into it. The fairy message for today is, you have let yourself be pulled far away. Be gentle with yourself. Honor yourself. You have done deep work. You have set the foundation for the rest of the year. Even if you don't feel it or see it now, the seeds you planted so far will start to grow into amazing experiences. Get ready to harvest. For now, just rest. Soak up any quiet time you can find. Be gentle with your raw soul. Eat, sleep, and don't expect much more out of yourself. Most importantly, give your busy mind a break. When you find it wants to focus on worry, shift to daydreaming all the things you want to achieve. When you find it thinking negatively about people or events in your life, shift it to think about the good and love that lives in your life. When you find yourself feeling heavy, depressed, hopeless, or like you can't go on, breathe. Let the breath fill you up. Let the breath remind you that you have made it this far, through worse experiences, and you still have much to do and live for. Let the breath shake awake your soul and bring forward your joy. We also want to remind you to connect with us, the fairies, your guides, and your loved ones. Be present in your connections. This moves you out of your head and into your heart. The fairies. That last one's big, connect, especially right now when we're in this space of social distancing and not being able to connect. I think that the more that we can just find different ways of, through text, through Zoom, through all the phone, just picking up the phone and calling, all the different ways that we can like connect with other people. Sometimes you just have to get out of your head and out of the people that you're living with space too. Sometimes it's like just talk to somebody else, and it can kind of be that reprieve that your brain needs. But most of all, rest. And I'm going to talk a little bit more of that on the action step. How do you rest? Turn off your mind or release stress. Do you give yourself permission to do this regularly, or only when you hit a breaking point? I am the queen of going till I hit the breaking point. In fact, just recently, and with the whole virus and all this happening, I hit that point where I had just like, I need to stop. And I mean, we all have different responsibilities in our lives and things. When you're a parent, you can't always 100% stop. And sometimes it just certain things feel like impossible to stop. But it is important to give yourself that space to breathe, to rest, to not, it's like, it's not even just about not doing something, but giving your brain a space to not have to figure anything out, to not be tracking anyone else, not be worried about taking care of anything or anybody else, not be worried about survival, to just be in a place of reprieve for a little bit. I think that this coronavirus lockdown situation a lot of people are in is like this weird space of feeling like things are stopped and you can have that reprieve, but there's so much stress and worry and just, trying to survive in this experience too, that people really aren't getting the rest and relaxation that they could. And a lot of that is just shifting your mental space, shifting your mind. One of the things I like to do is get into gratitude. If you make a gratitude list or just start thinking about things that you're grateful for in your life, it helps shift your brain out of that stress space and gets you into some more positive feelings and things and thinking. And like they said in the message, daydreaming, giving yourself the space to just kind of let your mind fantasize and go to the places, even whether you think it's possible or not. Just kind of playing in that space gives your brain a break. It lets it be in the joy and happy for a little while. And that energetically and physically helps you. The stress that we put ourselves under, lack of sleep that we put ourselves under, just in our society in general, but especially people who are light workers and empaths and healers, we have a tendency to take care of everybody else. We have a tendency to put other people's needs before ours. And you get into a space where you're just so burnt. You're burnt out. That you don't focus on the places that you need to be taking care of yourself. And once you're burnt out, it's like you have to stop. So I hope that a lot of you are catching yourself before you get there, like me. And I hope that if you are hitting that point, that you do stop. You do give yourself the space. And if all you do in a day is sleep and cry, that might be what you just need to clear yourself and feel better. If all you do in a day is just veg and watch TV, it might be what you need to do to feel better. I mean, if that goes on and you feel like you can't pull out of it, then maybe there's some other issue you need to look at. But don't shame and berate yourself if you have a day off. Give yourself permission to have that one day off. Give yourself permission to have today off if you can, or tomorrow. Set it up. If you have to schedule it in, schedule it in. Say, like, this day I'm just going to not do anybody else's crap. I'm just going to take care of me. So I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you tomorrow.